Welcome to PS Fit. I'm Louise Hazel, Olympian and CEO of Slay. And today I'm going to be sharing the runner's core workout that's been my go-to for training. This episode is presented by Samsung Health.
Great runs start with great sleep. With Galaxy Watch7 and the Samsung Health app, track your rest and get personalized tips for how to improve it. Then wake up to Energy Score with Galaxy AI, a comprehensive score based on yesterday's stats that helps you know how to take on today, whether it's time to tackle a long run or take a rest day. Start on the right foot and train your sleep with Samsung Health and Galaxy Watch7.
No equipment is needed. I'm here with Christina and Mina, so let's get it popping. Let's start off with some jogging on the spot. Good, nice and easy here. We're just transferring the weight from the left to right foot, nice and easy. Now you can shake out your wrists and you can shrug the shoulders if you're just waking up this morning. Let's get some heat into that body. Wonderful, you should be feeling nice and loose. So nice soft knees here, just bouncing from left to right. Good, the next exercise we're gonna hit is some mini twists. So we're gonna keep those heels together, arms are gonna send out all the way to the side, and we're gonna create a little bit of rotational torque across the body. Why? Because running is a rotational exercise, and our core today is gonna reflect that. Good stuff. So just rebounding, if you wanna take those a little bit lower and keep those knees nice and flexed for less impact, feel free. Excellent. Okay, we're gonna take it up into high knees now. So just picking those knees up in front of you, rebounding off the floor. Mina, if you wanna hit a little high knee hug, perfect. For anybody at home who wants to take that impact down a notch, excellent. Good, Christina. Keep it going, driving those elbows back at the front. Wonderful. Good, how's that looking?
Good, feeling
nice.
Good.
Keep those toes nice and flexed for me, you got it. Excellent. Okay, we're gonna come around to a straddle now. We're just gonna take it down a notch. So nice big straddle with the legs. We're gonna take a nice big sweep with the arms, hands in prayer position, send those prayers all the way up to the sky. Good, nice big sweep now. We're gonna drop it down to the knees. We're gonna push these knees away from the midline. So straighten out those elbows. Good, wonderful. Now we're gonna drop this left shoulder to our midline. We're gonna create a little bit of tension and a little bit of a stretch through that thoracic spine. Wonderful, excellent. Now keep that pressure on the knees and we're gonna come back to center. We're gonna drop the right shoulder now, down to the midline. Just applying a little bit of pressure, you'll feel a little bit of stretch through the groin and also a little bit through that T-spine and lower back. Wonderful. We're gonna come down now to a nice forward fold here. Nice and soft. You can bend the knees if you need to. Take those fingertips down to the ground. Wonderful. A little bit of movement here if you want it. Let's see if we can drop those elbows down just a little bit deeper to just deepen that stretch. Wonderful. Excellent. Okay, raising back up onto the fingertips. We're gonna bring this left heel into our midline. And then we're gonna bring the right heel into our midline. Fantastic. We're gonna find this nice prayer position into our yoga squat. We're gonna extend up all the way through the spine. Good. So if you want a little modification here, meaning you can take those feet just a little bit wider and just keep those heels nice and flat on the ground. Good, and we're just thinking about being nice and tall. Big deep breaths here, lovely. Inhale and exhale, good. We're gonna place our fingertips down. We're gonna slowly unwind. We're gonna come to a nice forward fold position. Soft knees here, feeling out our left side, feeling out our right side. And we're slowly gonna make our way all the way up to standing. Final few stretches here. So we're gonna take our right hand, grab hold of your right ear. You're gonna take the right ankle and place it on the left knee. We're now in a nice pigeon pose. You're gonna soften that left knee, bending it so that we've got a nice little stretch. Wonderful. Excellent. Okay, coming back up to standing, and we're going to take it over to the other side now. Wonderful. Good stuff. How are we doing, guys? Still stable?
Good.
Excellent. You can put the hand on the hip if you need that little bit more stability. Awesome. Okay, come on up to standing. Good job. Okay, warm-up's done. You ready for the session?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get it popping. Our first exercise is going to be plank taps. Now we talked about that cross, like rotation across the body. This is an excellent exercise. Come on down to your mats. We're going to place our hands literally just shoulder width apart. Keep the wrists stacked underneath the shoulders. Feet are stepping out. They should be the widest part of our body. We've got good stability here. Now all we're going to do is take this right hand up, crossing the body over to the left shoulder, and off we go into those rotations. Mina's going to hit these modifications here. She's dropping down to the knees, but she's keeping her hips forward. Keep that popping for me, nice and stable, keeping the wrists stacked, spreading the shoulders and the fingers. Perfect. Good, drop on down to the knees now, ladies. We're gonna hit a plank Spider-Man. So we're gonna come straight back up into high plank position. Wonderful, we're gonna take this right knee up to the right elbow and then drop it back down to center. So the heels are gonna meet in the middle. Again, Mina's coming in with that modification. So she's down on her knees and she's again just bringing a little bit of tension through the body, pressing through the hands, keeping the fingers nice and wide here. We're gonna literally tuck the toes. We're in beast position here. So we're on all fours, spread the fingers, and all we're gonna simply do is just raise on up so that our knees are hovering about an inch above the floor. We're pressing down, down, down into the ground, nice and stable here, not allowing any movement of the hips, keeping the core nice and tight and the head nice and neutral. Good, come on down and rest for me, girls. Okay, we're gonna stay in this position, but untuck the toes here, beautiful. We're gonna internally rotate that right hand. We're gonna extend the right hand and right leg out into a bird dog. Come on, back down to center. Good, we're gonna alternate here. Excellent. And just thinking about the rotation and the body wanting to really get nice and unstable, but thinking about the ways in which we can just shore it up. Firm up those positions. Can we keep the toe nice and flexed at the back? Can we extend all the way through the side of the wall? Perfect. Our next exercise, we're gonna come on down. It's gonna be Volta's abs. Heels are gonna face this way, ladies. Come on down to your back. Bring those heels all the way up to 90 degrees, tabletop position. Hands are gonna go behind the head. We're gonna lead with the right leg. We're gonna hit a Volta's ab. So we're going to lower that right leg down, hover it above the mat, bring it back up to center, into the left side. Let's go. Good, excellent, good work. 3 and 2 and 1. Beautiful. From this tabletop position, you're going to place your hands on your knees, push your knees into the hands and the hands down into the knees. We're going to create some tension here, dropping one heel down to the mat at the time. Good. Mina's going to slightly modify just by allowing her shoulders to fall back. And Christina, you're going to bring that chest up off the floor to keep more tension on the core. Good. 3, 2, and time. Excellent, good job. That's round 1 done. We're going to take it straight into round 2. So we're going to transition back to high plank position for those plank taps. Remember, wrists stacked underneath the shoulders, feet go wide, nice, big, stable base here. How are we looking, girls? 3, 2, 1, let's hit it. 1, down, 2, down, beautiful. 3, nice. 4, good stuff. 5, Mina's coming through with that modification. If you want to take it down to the knees, feel free. Good, you got it. Excellent, keep it going nice and stable. Wonderful. And you want that wider base because think about like the Eiffel Tower, that nice big pyramid shape. The stability is really coming from where you place those heels. If you bring them too close together, you're going to send those hips rocking. Excellent, down we come. We're going to take 5 seconds. Shake those wrists out because we're going to go straight back up into plank Spider-Mans. Spread the fingers. Good, back into high plank position. We're going to drive that right knee to the right elbow. 1, down, 2, starting with the heels together at the back. 3, head stays in that nice neutral position. Excellent, good, keep it working, ladies. Wonderful, Mina's coming in with this transition, so she's on her knees in this position, but still creating tension across the body. And Christina, excellent, good. Driving that elbow right the way through to the knee. And relax, good stuff. Again, shake it out. We're gonna come back up into another plank. We've got beast plank this time. This is by far one of the hardest plank exercises, the beast plank. So we're going to tuck the toes. Middle fingers are facing north. We're gonna take that weight up onto the back toes. Knees are hovering 1 inch off the floor. And we're just praying at this point, just keeping everything nice and stable, just hoping that we can withstand the next 10 or so seconds, pushing down into the mat, head stays neutral, keep it breathing, good stuff. Good, 5 seconds here, girls. 3, 2, 1, and release, excellent. Shake those wrists out, lots of wrist action today, right? Okay, come on back down to those knees. We're gonna internally rotate that right hand rather, and we're going to extend out in 3, 2, 1. We're going to hit these bird dogs. Untuck the toes, full extension on the heel, center, and press away. Good. And same with the plank taps here. We're trying to create a nice, stable base from which to execute this exercise. Excellent. Now, running is such a dynamic sport. It's not like you can just stop in midair. So we're really trying to make sure that the core is just literally just linking up left to right and rest. Wonderful. Okay, Volta's abs. Come on down to your mats. We're gonna lie on down, bring those knees up to 90 degrees. Good, tabletop position. Mina with the modification hands are gonna be behind, underneath the hips. And then we're gonna go hands behind the head in 3, 2, 1. We're gonna hover that right heel and back up to center. 2. Good, and change, good. 3, and up, good. 4, and up. And make sure you really hit that bottom position and try and extend that heel away from the body. 3, 2, and rest, good. Drop the heels back down to the floor. Final exercise here, heel taps. You're gonna bring those heels back up to tabletop position. Create that tension with the body like we did in the first round. We're gonna come into those heel taps in 3, 2, 1. 1, up, 2. Beautiful, Christina. 3. Good, Mina. 4. And again, Mina's got that modification. If you wanna just rest the head down to take a little bit of pressure off of the neck, if you're one of those people that has that kind of neck strain. But if not, then crunch on up, get a little bit more tension across the core. 3, 2, and time. Well done. Round 2 complete. Awesome work. Okay, you ready for round 3? Yeah. Okay, come on back up. We're gonna hit this high plank position. Plank taps in 3, 2, 1. Nice stable base. Let's go. 2, good. 3, nice. 4, and as you're placing that hand down, place it down intentionally. Thinking about pushing it all the way down through the floor so that the shoulders, the front shoulders are taking that load and that stability. And the core is feeling super engaged. Wonderful. 0 rocking in those hips. Good. Beautiful work. 2, and time. Excellent. Down we come. Shake those wrists out. Our next exercise is going to be plank Spider-Man. This is good work. Like, body's feeling warm?
Oh yeah.
Let's go. Okay, back up into high plank position. Heels are together this time. In 3, 2, 1. Hit it. Let's go. Right elbow, right knee. 1, 2, down. 3, down. 4, down. Nice. 5, down. 6, down. Keep it going. 7, down. Now I like to cue a little bit of pace. Good. Excellent work. Nice. Keep it going. 3, 2, and 1, and rest. Good, excellent. Again, shake those wrists out. If you're feeling it in those wrists, then just keep a little bit more fluid and just keep bending them and keep them moving. We're gonna go straight up into beast taps. Okay, we're gonna untuck the toes this time, and we're gonna press all the way up. Good, nice little hover above the mat. Shoulders are taking some of that load. Back stays nice and flat. Head stays nice and neutral. Good. Eyes just glancing down in between the hands, pressing the mat away. Just each second getting stronger and stronger. Good, and time. Good stuff, wonderful. We're gonna untuck the toes here, so nice flat toes at the back. We're gonna rotate that right hand, getting ready for this bird dog in 3, 2, 1. Right hand and left leg extends, and back down to center. Good. And again, paying attention to that transfer of weight, and just imagining yourself next time you're out running or next time you're on the treadmill, you know, every single time the foot hits through the floor, can I withstand the forces? Running is 2 to 3 times your body weight through your joints, and that includes your core, which is why these are so important. Excellent work. Voltas abs, you ready? Last 2 exercises. Here we go. Bring those heels up to tabletop position. In 3, 2, hands behind the head, and 1. Let's go. 1, and up. Good. 2, and up. 3, dorsiflexion with the toes. 4, as if we're in that running stance. 5, good. 6, good. 7. Now, I call these Voltas abs because if you grab a pole, that is the exact position that you'd be taking off from in the pole vault. And more importantly, because pole vaulters have the best abs in track and field. Absolute fact. You can fact check that. And relax those heels, good stuff. Okay, little breather. Final exercise, heel taps, get ready. Bring those heels up to 90 degrees, good. Create that tension, palms pushing down into the knees pushing up into the hands. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1 and 2. Good. I love the heel taps because I feel like it's one of those exercises. It doesn't look like you're working, but the core stays really engaged. Really functional exercise, especially if you suffer from lower back pain, which is really common amongst some of our distance runners. And time. Well done, girls. Lovely. Should we get this cool down started? Yeah. Fabulous. Okay, meet me on the mat. We're going to bring our heels together. We're going to start in butterfly position. Wonderful. You're going to grab hold of the tips of your toes and we're going to find those sitting bones and we're just going to rock back and forth. Big deep breaths now. Good. That was quite a workout, so we're just going to try and take that heart rate just down a notch. Excellent. Now from here, once you grab your shins, you're going to rock left and right. We're going to just open up the groin and open up the hips. We're going to push our elbows down into the knees. Wonderful. And now push the knees up into the elbows and then relax again, down into the knees. Good. We're going to take these heels into straddle position. Excellent. Keeping the chest nice and high, you're going to walk your fingers all the way down and either rest at the shin or if you can go a little bit further, take it to that stretching point. Eyes are going to stay up. Big deep breath, inhale and exhale, release. Good. Eyes are staying up. Big deep breath, inhale and exhale, release. Good. Eyes are staying up. One more. Big deep breath, inhale and exhale, release. And once you feel that real tipping point where you feel you're at the end, then just slowly drop your chin all the way down to your knee. Good. We're slowly walking it back up to center. We're going to take it over to the other side this time. We're going to walk the hands down the right shin, grabbing hold of the bottom of the right foot if we can. Eyes up, inhale and exhale, release. Sink deeper. Inhale and exhale, sink deeper. One more, inhale. Exhale, sink deeper and dropping the head on the last one. Wonderful. We're going to bring these heels together. We're actually going to swing them all the way around to the back end of the mat. We're slowly going to make our way down, roll all the way back down. We're going to flip over onto our tummies for a nice lying quad stretch. Beautiful work. You can rest your head down on the mat here, ladies. We're going to take our left hand, grab hold of that left ankle. Good, and you're going to hug that left ankle nice and tight into the butt. Good. And now I want you to push away, so extend, almost push that heel away from the butt as hard as you can. And release. Now bring it down into the butt again. Wonderful. Let's take it over through to the right side now. Right hand, right heel. Bring that heel down into the butt. Nice deep quad stretch here. Now push that right heel away from the body. We're going to activate that right quad. And release. Heel down into the butt. You should be able to get a little bit deeper here. Wonderful. Excellent. And release. Awesome. We're going to stack these wrists underneath the shoulders. We're going to push all the way back through to child's pose. So lifting the hips, keeping the toes together at the back, and just seeing whether our butt can literally touch our heels. We're just going to rest here for a beat. Head's going to rest down on the mat. Nice. Now slowly tuck the toes underneath you. We're going to push back into a downward dog here. Excellent. Good. Pedaling out those toes. Wonderful. Good. Give me 2 more pedals. Keeping the knees nice and soft. We're going to walk those hands all the way back to the feet. Fold one arm over the other. We're going to be in a nice, soft forward fold, feeling out any tension in the lower back and the hamstrings. From here, we're going to take a big, huge sweep with the hands, extending the palms up into prayer position and bringing down to chest. Well done. That's your core work for runners. Good job, girls. Woo. Good job, everyone. Your core should feel activated and ready for your next run. I'll see you in the next PS Fit session soon. Woo! Woo!